Be safe out there, and always don't be something you're not. All right, now let me get into Derrick Henry trade rumors heating up. I don't know, and I don't know why that's happening or what the deal is. Maybe he unhappy with his role. That could be, but Baltimore, I don't think they would do that. If they do, it's a lot of good teams that will use Derrick Henry the way that he wanted to be used. Because when they first got Derrick Henry in Baltimore Ravens, they did they played him a couple of games, and then certain times he be on the sideline. They don't give him the ball, and in times when they need the ball, They only do that against the lesser teams. But when it comes to the elite teams, they forget they have them. So I don't know. Um. Also, Amari Cooper could be an Eagle. So Dallas fans, close your ears with that information. Um. He always had good numbers against Philly. And that'll be smart for them to do because you know Amari Cooper at this point in his career he's the third, but I take him. And teams always gonna go after a guy who who do well against. That's just facts. I mean, you look at when they got DeAndre Swift from Detroit. They saw that the game he had against Philly. What happened? They picked him up. So, and you saw what happened last year. The, the Giants just let Saquon walk for nothing. And we all heard what John Murray said on Hard Knocks. He'd be sick to the stomach. Then he won the Super Bowl. He won the Super Bowl ring because the Eagles have the best offensive line in the business. They do. You can put anybody back there that get 1,000 yard seasons. And Saquon, home run hitter, um, he put the running back position back on the map. Also, Jahan Dawson could be could be a Dallas Cowboy. So we'll see what that information do. Um, now I'm just talking about I'm just talking about Derrick Henry trade rumors heating up. I'm talking about Amari Cooper could be joining the Eagles. Everybody who's anybody and if you are a star in this league, your name will be linked to the Philadelphia Eagles. So Amari Cooper name is inked to the Eagles. Also, the Eagles they could get rid of Jahan Dawson. and Amari Cooper could fill that spot. I mean, yeah, they got Paris Campbell, but I mean, he did alright in Indianapolis, Paris Campbell, but nah. Even though they got him, I can see them going after Amari Cooper, and they want to still develop their young receivers that they have. What else? Oh, in 2027, um, the draft will come to Washington D.C. National Mall. That's great news. If you're a Commanders fan, which I am, you gotta be loving what's going on right now. We getting a new we're going back to RFK 2.0. Um, the draft coming in DC 2027. The team is much improved. All the areas that we struggled in, we improved. I think what's my man name? I think Luke McCaffrey he gonna have a challenge in Jalen. So yeah. Nah, I ain't fading. Now it's like I just my brain move fast more than before I could say it, my mind already thinking it. So yeah, I mean like we going back to RFK. I mean, if you're a Washington fan, you drove past it. So it'll be good, man. A lot of good things happening right now. The team the team went to the NFC Championship game last year. Haven't done that in a while. So also the Dallas they signed um some undrafted free agents. They signed Josh Kelly, wide receiver from Texas Tech. They signed Taylor Taylor Norvell, excuse me, Taylor Norvell from Virginia Tech. Uh, so yeah, so Dallas they having a pretty good off season. Yeah, yeah, RFK. Yeah, yeah, That's where the Redskins used to play it back in the day before they moved to Maryland. AJ Halsey, safety, committed to LSU, so that's good. Yeah, and last night, Monster anyway, for last night, it was a damn good fight. Then this past weekend fights, the weekend fights was terrible, but this fight, last night's fight, made it all worthwhile because that's what boxing is. Anyway, got dropped in the second round, got up and just started beating dude up, and he knocked him down. But all in all, it was a good fight. So, Erson Lubin fight this weekend on Pro Box. Like I said, Devin, Ryan, Shakur, those three are future Pro Box fighters because Devin he didn't look good at all. He just kept moving around the ring. I said Shador. Um, Shakur Stevenson had a tough time with Padley. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. Muddy, yeah. Please like, share, and subscribe, man. I appreciate that. Who else? Sharon Moore suspended 2 games for the upcoming season. Um, for the stealing play scandal. So he gonna be out for those 2 games. You said what I think. What's your opinion on climate activities? The well, the climate itself is. It's going to do what it's going to do. But if you like climbing mountains or you know going on the trail, that's good. That's good. That's good for you. Good exercise. Yeah. Okay. So let me see. Mil, me, Miko. How you doing, Miko? So let me tell Miko. Since Miko just joined, then let me tell you. Um, Derek Henry rumors. Derek Henry trade rumors heating up. Like I said, I don't know why. Like I said, my thought is they ain't give him the ball when it was time for him to get the ball. He was on the sideline in a couple of games last year for what reason? Knowing that he could help Baltimore. And Baltimore, they always had a good defense. They always had a good defense. It's just that they don't have a legit number 1 guy. They don't. You had OBJ. You use OBJ in the regular season, but not the playoffs. You have D Hop on the back nine of his career. So can he contribute? Yes. But at this point he's a 3. at this point. You don't know the draft in 2027 coming in DC, which I think is great. It's gonna be on the National Mall, and I'm gonna try to go. At least experience that. But like I said, if you're a Commanders fan, you have to love what's going on right now. Um, they're going back to RFK. So the mayor and the commissioner, they got that deal done last week. Still gotta go through the House and they gotta vote on it. But the Commanders, they went to the NFC Championship game last year, and it all started with Josh Harris, man. And he knows how to be a good owner. Just stay out the way, let the players play, and let them do what they do. The other owner didn't do that. The other owner didn't spend money, but Josh Harris would spend money. And AJ Halsey signed, yeah, committed to LSU. So that's another good sign. That's a good another signing for us. Shamar Moore gonna be suspended for 2 games of play calling, selling. You from Korea? That's good. Appreciate you watching. Subscribe. Um, yeah, and let me get back to Shakur. Shakur, he barely he barely got past Padley, and Shakur hurt his hands in that fight. Um, Ryan Ryan Garcia, when you take his left hand away and you can counter him, he no good. The only difference between Ryan Garcia and the other two guys is that Ryan sells. Ryan is marketable. Ryan Garcia fan base will watch him fight. Shakur, his fans come out, but also they be talking about how boring Shakur is, how Shakur don't sell. And you think Devin fans gonna come out after that performance that Devin had this past Saturday? No. I respect all them guys, but they gonna be pro box fighters because Devin he was with Tom Ring, then he was with the Zone, so nobody nobody gonna work with it. The only people that's gonna work with him is pro box. And he didn't Devin Haney he didn't get over that fight that he had with Ryan. Them knockdowns that he had. And he wore the wrong shoe. Can Devin bounce back? Yeah. But by the time he bounced back, will it be too late for him? I mean, he's 26, but and fighters they can't be out the ring for so long. He was out for a year. Ryan was out for a year, and and it wasn't the Austin ring. It wasn't that. It was because they fought each other 7 times, and Ryan knew what Devin was going to do. So yeah, so I don't see them challenging challenging the top guys at 147 because the top guys at 147 beat Devin, beat Ryan, so yeah. How I felt about the Raiders? The Raiders they had a good draft. Geno Smith. He can win games. Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll a good coach. I wish that Pete Carroll would hired Antonio what's the man name? Antonio Pierce. I wish he would have hired him for a defensive coordinator. I'm gonna say the Raiders. I'm gonna say they. I'm gonna say mm, first this year they go. I give them. I give them 8-8, 7-9. But he says, I'm pretty excited to see more Max Crosby in action. Yeah, Max Crosby still there. Can they make a wild card? Yeah, they could if the ball bounced their way. Sure they can. It's all about can they beat the Chiefs? Yeah, and I don't want them to how the Chiefs do always win the division and at the end the last game they rest guys and then that's when the Raiders beat them. But I could see the Chiefs and the Raiders splitting, whether it's the Arrowhead or rather when the or rather when the Chiefs come to Las Vegas. I could see that. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, Pete Carroll is a good coach. I would say by the third or fourth year, that's when guys, that's when guys get tired of him. Yeah, man, I watch basketball. Yeah, I watch it. I'm really interested in the Boston series and Denver and Thunder series. I'm interested in those two series. Oh yeah, no, cause basketball, basketball a long season. NFL, it's just more intriguing, man. And after the year that the Commanders had, um, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what we do. Yeah, I mean, I could see the Thunder and Denver series. I could see that going 7 games. I think the Thunder. No, I'm sorry. I think I think Denver gets the first one tonight because they just play and the Thunder haven't played in a while. Yeah, man. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, Jaden Daniels did. It wasn't just about that. It was just about the coaching Dan Quinn and how he coached and how he got them guys ready to play. And what I liked about Dan Quinn after practice, he would ask the guys if you want to work on something on the side, get with your coaches. I never seen that done as long as I've been a fan. And well, information used to always come out in our building. Now that's not the case. I mean, I never thought that we would have got Larry Tunsil. I would have never thought that. That came out of left field. I mean, I knew we was going to get Marshawn Lattimore because they talked about that. And I was wrong that Adam Scheffner put out that we traded the 29th pick, but we did. But I like what we did because by Adam Scheffner putting that out that we traded the number 29th pick, got other teams thinking like, did they really do that? But we did. So we drafted Josh Conley, offensive tackle. So that's a good move, and I'm excited to see what we do. What did he say? He said that's pretty cool. I don't think y'all will. I don't think y'all will almost make it too. the Super Bowl, but I'd really be interested in the Commanders coming into the season. Yeah, I mean the sports commentators, um, they don't think that we're going to do good, that we a one hit wonder and all that. Um, if you would have told me last year that we would have had a outstanding season, I would be lying to you. So, we know what's ahead of us, man. We know who on our division, and our division, they made some good draft picks. I don't agree with them. I don't agree with the Giants drafting Jackson Dart. I thought they should have went after either Jalen Merrill or Shador. Um, but to each his own. The NFC East will and always be the best division. I stand on that. Um, Anybody feel different? Let me know. Oh yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I appreciate that, Infinity. I appreciate you subscribing too, man. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. I appreciate all y'all who subscribe that don't go unnoticed to me. I know I do this for y'all, man. I love what I do. When they say when they say you love what you do, it's not work. It's not work. So, and if any news break today or tomorrow, I'll come back on and tell y'all what's happening, because I know some of y'all at work, some of y'all don't watch TV, um, and you tired of hearing what the pundits talk about on TV. But let me Infinity Wars. Let me give you the MVP odds for the upcoming season. So, Lamar Jackson, he's a plus 550. Josh Allen is a plus 600. Patrick Mahomes a plus 700. Joe Burrow's a plus 700. And Jayden Daniels a plus 850. And Jalen Hurts is a plus 2,000. But please like, share, subscribe. Go to Google, type in Realistic Washington Fan, and all my videos come up. Um, I don't care if you a student and a truck driver, work in the salon, work in the barber shop. Go to Google, type in realistic Washington fan, and you'll find all my videos like this one. Hold on. If you need help, talk to someone. If you're the only one believing something, stand on that. It's okay to be a maverick. You listening to one, you listening to one and talking to one. Y'all have a y'all have a blessed day. Good afternoon. Um, and if anybody work in the convenience store, don't be a hero, man. All of all of that stuff that they are gonna steal, it can be replaced. But the only thing that can't be replaced is your life. So value your life more than the convenience store. Because whatever gets stolen, that's a tax write off. How you doing, Bijola? Hopefully I said that right. How you doing? Yeah. I'm in my mid 30s. So with that, be safe. Don't be something you're not, and don't let nobody put you in the box or put any labels on you. Catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.